All right. Did you get it? Ready to throw hands, I see. Well, I hope it's just not at me. Of course. Well, I will make a point to listen to your warnings, Miss Clockwork.
Interesting.
I'm sure.
I have no intention of touching your things.
Evening.
I know.
You look beautiful today, Dolly.
Thank you.
Why, hello, Miss Dolly.
Hello, hello. How are we doing today?
No, no.
I'm thinking about running for councilwoman for Devil's Canyon.
Oh, really?
Yes. I
Go ahead.
I just want to help Murky Stone if I can. Even if it's small.
You have any bills or proposals you want to put forward?
I want to take real time to think about that because there's so many needs right now. Not only in Devil's Canyon, but also all of Murky Stone.
Like what?
Well, like the shipping industry. I've noticed that, there's not enough supplies.
What are we missing?
As I told Miss Brown earlier, it seems like the hospital staff is getting thinner and thinner. But that could just be lighting.
I don't think Dr. Lacroix has lost too much weight.
This is true. It could just be lighting. I make it a habit not to stare at people.
Calling me fat.
No, she's calling you thin.
No!
There goes my vote.
Oh boy.
You don't have a vote. You're not part of the district, Lacroix.
I'll tell you when we take.
That is true.
How are you doing
Thumbs
today,
down.
Dr. Lacroix?
I'm doing well.
This is the bathroom.
I'm
How
good.
are you?
I'm doing well. I've been doing papers
I'm
all
batting
day
1,000 today.
and wandering
Started
around
out
the
slow.
business district taking care of a dozen different little things.
I also heard that Marie was running as well.
I was actually hoping to talk to you, though,
I believe she ran in the
last
first
night's
time
event,
around.
conversation
Yes,
was
and
difficult.
seems she's running again. I
Yes,
spoke to Miss Brown and
that woman.
Logan and Miss Rose. Hello, Clara.
Does anyone
Hello.
know if she's
And
been
I have
found
their
yet?
support.
I don't think so.
Mm, dear.
Hmm.
But I
Beyond
could
the
not repeat what I said to save my life. My brain is so
suspicions.
frazzled. The storm really shook me.
Still, I wanted to thank you for your impassioned yet still polite and reasonable opinions at
Shake,
the
shake,
council
cup.
meeting
Hmm?
yesterday.
All the
Came
shaking.
forward. You did so in a reasonable but decisive manner, and you convinced me. We need more of that.
I have to be honest. I don't know what.
Honestly, Doctor, I was afraid you'd be a little disappointed in me. And I'm grateful to you for understanding my position. Thank you.
Well, that's still here to listen to
Never
members
mind.
in the district and
I do agree.
their opinions. And you raised some good points that I hadn't thought
We
of.
could use
You
more
weren't rude about it.
engineered stuff in Devil's Canyon.
I don't super
More people
duper
should be
appreciate that.
exercising their civil rights and participating.
I can't talk over other people. I don't do it. I'm just not gonna. I'll just walk away. We were having a conversation and it didn't matter, so I'm just go elsewhere. One of my biggest pet peeves is that. Just genuinely, I can't do it. Victor's hat. And then Genevieve's hat. That one makes me so happy. What are these ones?
We are a family.
Oh, I didn't know you were related.
Not related, but good friends.
Oh. You said family first. That's quite a statement. Have you known each other long?
No, but we connected on very deep level. It's been great having people around. We rent a room together.
So your roommates.
Yeah.
When did you meet? Introduced.
A little while ago, and we just kind of hit it off.
Good evening, Mr. Blonde.
Very blessed life.
Years?
Ah, hello,
Yeah.
Miss
We-
Murder.
You look quite fetching today.
She
Thank you.
reminds
I think
me
I
of
look the same as I did yesterday.
Perhaps I did just not.
I see.
I was not caught by your outfit, though it is dark.
Oh, yeah, you got the
Everyone in
fancy.
their dark clothing.
Yeah, I think it's
I do like your choice of outfit today. Very
Bright.
bright, yes. As
Looks
bright
like
as
the
the sun.
sunset.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes. She's very beautiful in that.
Thank you, Miss Sela. What have you been doing to
It's
keep
only the
busy?
truth.
Been keeping busy with my business, I suppose. Selling blades.
Yes, I do recall your rapiers, right? You must measure people with your eyes.
Even though we don't know each other long.
Yes, but that would be a different type of thing.
Very sweet.
Oh?
I am very fortunate
Yes, for Under Armour.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
my family.
Yes, I was fitting Roderick at the time, and you happened to overhear that part of the conversation.
To be fair, I think
Doctors everywhere.
Roderick makes a point of giving the worst impression.
Ah, well. He's an interesting man. I enjoy his company.
Oh, I think he's quite amusing. Counselor and constable and...
Yes. And, we're gonna say,
something about wine. He seemed to always have a glass with him.
and it's true.
Where do you
He is my
reside? What district, if you don't mind me asking?
I live in Rose Mist at the moment.
I really haven't spent very much time in Rose Mist. I saw the spa, but have not wandered around too much.
It's a nice town. Much different than the other towns. How about yourself?
Oh, I reside in the canyon.
The famous Devil's Canyon.
Yes, it's not quite home, but it's close.
If I may ask, where is home for you?
Chattanooga, though I've lived the last few years of my life in Chicago.
Chicago, you say?
Yeah. It's,
Funny enough, I'm from Pittsburgh myself.
really?
Pennsylvania, yes.
Those are not quite close to each other, but at least it's the same
Well, the
country,
state.
right?
Same state, yes. Pittsburgh would be part of Pennsylvania.
Chicago is in Illinois.
Yes, but it is north, I would say. Not quite the same. Yes, Chicago would be more west, wouldn't it? Whereas
It's-
Pennsylvania would be more east, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the center of the country on the rails and the water.
I always get confused between Chicago and Boston. Forgive me.
Not quite the
I
same.
don't know why. But yes. Well,
I have to be honest, I think Boston has a little bit more European nature to it, and Chicago is... well, Chicago is Chicago.
yes. Very American, I would say.
Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Stannis.
Stannis.
Are you... never mind, I don't even know why I try and talk to this man. He always is on his way.
What's up?
Well, I just wanted to see if you were doing alright. You seemed disheartened after yesterday.
I was more so pissed off than anything, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I really was looking forward to seeing how you would get that woman off.
I had my plans, but well, don't want to give the constables an edge, so may you end up using those tactics again.
Yeah, I suppose. I do wonder why she ran, though.
God knows.
Well, that is a story that I'd like to know, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough.
Or, if she really has split, we'll never see her again. Running from your past and your mistakes and all that.
Knowing the things that I do about her, I wouldn't doubt it.
What a weird collection of things she stole, though. teapot and a flower crown and a bottle of wine. And a boot.
They released her on
Yes,
bail.
I
She never showed up. And the constabulary was out.
I do
looking
feel
for her
bad
yesterday.
about the people that did lose things, but
Damn it.
it is my job to represent those that do the
Miss Quinn made
wrongdoings.
a point to let me know as soon as she saw me.
I do wonder
She knew how
who the
concerned
guy
I was about
was.
the situation.
If he's still around. Are you the guy? Is that why you... Well, she said the guy that... You know, in the few times I got to talk to her when someone wasn't yelling at me not to talk to her. I said, where did you put them? She said, I gave them to the guy.
Miss Murder, if I were to be that guy, do you think that I would be going around doing tasks?
Well, maybe I'm the guy. I'm going around doing tasks to cover my tracks. Actually, I don't do tasks. I'm very, very lazy.
With how much she paid me yesterday for even just representing her once, I will tell you now, I wouldn't have to do a single task at all.
People think I'm outrageous for charging 10 silver for a hat. What on earth are your fees for defense?
Well, my fees for defense, if somebody wants to put me on retainer, are a silver a day, or per hour, 50 bronze an hour. But what I will tell you is, she paid me more than double what you charge for one hat.
Oh my.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not going to give the exact number, but it is greater than a double amount.
Good day.
Evening. Well, I'm glad that's not what you charge. I'd hate to find myself on the wrong end of the law and have just be extorted by a lawyer.
People may call lawyers the devil, but the way I look at it is, I don't have the clientele to charge, or the acclaim to charge such ridiculous prices. So to start small and build a client base, at which point, depending on workloads and everything, I will increase my prices.
Are you defending Mr. Mercer?
Duncan? The
Yeah.
murderer?
Yeah.
From what I understood about it, I was not, but that could have changed with the DA being around.
Were you asked to?
I was asked to either represent Mr. Mercer or the constable's office.
The whole thing was very strange. You know they were friends, right?
Mr. Mercer and the man he killed.
Colton, yeah.
I did not. I don't even really know what happened. I seem to be the only one, apparently, but
No, I don't think anyone debates that he killed him. It's more why.
that is the question. I am going to be honest with you. If I were to defend Mr. Mercer, which I plan on if it's needed, would more than likely be... Oh. There isn't really an argument. He was found around the corner with the murder weapon. It's, I'll be honest with you, more open and shut than the last one.
Well, duels are still pretty common.
They are, but just because they are common doesn't make them legal.
I suppose.
That is where my league comes in. You can have those duels, fairgrounds.
What's your league?
Forgive me for interrupting. I plan on opening a league for fencing. and other styles of combat. More the combat of old, so to speak. 'Twas in my curriculum to learn fencing. My father insisted. So that's where I found my passion to make weaponry, and blades specifically.
I will admit, and a little bit of legal advice for you, Leo. Talk to the constables when Mr. Torello gets back. Or, well, sorry, Chief Constable Torello gets back. About that. To
Yes.
see the legality of it. But the other thing I will say, I would have people sign waivers.
Oh, absolutely. It will be purely based on membership only. The memberships won't cost a thing, but there will be obviously some waivers to sign on in that regard.
This is a sporting thing, right? Not
It's very much a
You've-
sporting thing.
you slighted me and now must kill you thing.
No, I will not be condoning any sort of violence in that regard. It's purely a sport meant to practice a passion that some of us may indeed have still in our hearts, which is, well, boys will be boys, let's say.
Yes, using blunted weapons and rapiers that aren't as stiff as, well, Sir, or Mr. Leo's here.
To be honest,
Yes,
it's
this
been
one is rather sharp.
very quiet. A lot of the gunfires died down recently in the canyon.
It's a shame.
That
There's
should
a
be
wonderful
good thing.
lounge there in the saloon. Roderick introduced me to. It's a tobacco lounge.
Oh, you're right. That is upstairs.
Yes, there's one downstairs as well.
It's actually strange. I keep waiting to hear gunshots. And there just haven't been any.
Do you think perhaps it's some citizens are out hunting?
I think it's just the conditioning from Chicago, that's all.
Yes. Pittsburgh was a loud city.
But, Mr. Leo, there is one other set of weapons that I don't believe we talked about, but if you could look into for me, I would be greatly appreciative.
Of course.
I believe the last one that I was looking into would be Dark Fighting Fists.
Give me a moment here. I'll write it down for you. All right. 'Tis noted.
Perfect. For your troubles.
Oh, Mr. Stannis, that isn't necessary.
Take the
Acceptable.
money, Mr. Blonde.
Well, I suppose if both of you are insisting,
Don't ever turn down
take-
money for services.
You are looking into it for me, and well, I appreciate that type of service.
oh, it's all part of it, Mr. Stannis. It's the end goal for me. Until I haven't sold you a weapon, I feel I would feel guilty taking money in advance. So I'll take that as part of your payment.
That is for your time looking into it. You will get the however much silver I owe you for the weapons that you
Good
can
oysters, and Olivia needed to
get
hunt
your hands
back.
on for me,
That's where she found us.
Very well.
but you should be paid for your services of inquiry.
Well, I do appreciate the thought. I merely do it for, well, because I like to do it. Money is just a bonus.
You are
You
going
have a
to end up
slight
homeless and
director.
starving.
Not necessarily, Miss Murder. I have a very simple home, and it happens to not cost me a thing. And it's
Did
by
I just
the
hear
waterfalls.
Dolly Murder fuss at someone for not getting paid for their efforts?
I'm always paid for my hats. Besides, I just like shoving my opinions in people's faces. I can't make them pay me for them.
This is
Well,
the
Miss Murder, your
woman who
opinions are
is.
very much appreciated.
They are. But this is also the woman who won't accept payment from Murkystone
No.
for her work
No,
as
no,
a
no, 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 no.
journalist.
I did not
So they
pursue
can't
payment.
tell her. Mhm.
Oh, is that so?
They cannot control what she says if they don't pay her. She's actually set herself up to have the ultimate freedom, don't you think?
Very clever woman, I'd say.
I was very impressed when I realized what she'd done.
I would say that is a word I would use, yes. I'm impressed as well.
If I went charging people or demanding payment from someone, far less likely to listen if they have to pay for my opinion. That's all
Not
it
only that, they would pay you to say certain things you probably wouldn't say.
That's true. I've had more than a couple times where somebody has asked me to put something in the paper for them. It's purely self-promotional.
I hope me telling you about Victoria's engagement doesn't count towards that, because I tell you, I'm not promoting myself for that.
You didn't offer to pay me.
True, I didn't.
Besides, we found a
I'm
body
going-
yesterday, so that kind of trumped most things. Although
Oh,
Miss Reggie
my.
did end up in the paper.
Was the body hers?
I do not think Miss Reggie is a pile of bones in a day's time.
No, no. Well, until she's apprehended, I'm going to be very cautious with where I am. For the foreseeable future, I don't want to run into that woman in a dark alley. Oh, Claude, hi.
Good day, Miss Brown.
Good day.
But yes, there's,
Well, Miss Murder,
there's a whole slew of nasty things in the underground if you've ever been down there. As well as someone's digging.
I wanted to give you this, Miss Murder.
I'm gonna head over to
Oh.
Tinker's Hall.
All right,
If you two would excuse me,
safe.
though, I have some more tasks to complete.
all right.
Have a good evening, Mr. Stannis. What is this for? Is this
2
bribery?
o'clock work.
No, for your services as a reporter. You should be paid for what you do, I think.
You are a disgusting cheat, Mr. Blonde. Just because you're trying to be rid of... You think it's blood money. You think I won't take this and still publish whatever the hell I want about you.
That is what I like about you. And I value that the most.
Mr. Blonde is a sneak thief, and his blades are so sharp it's almost as sharp as his tongue.
Really? A sneak thief with blades as sharp as his tongue. He's been incredibly polite.
Ah, well, then you don't know the real Mr. Blonde.
I do have my obnoxious side, but I believe there's only one other person that may know that side of me.
Well, if anybody was at the council meeting yesterday, they know that I can have a very bold tongue about certain things.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
City council meeting, Miss Clockwork, was yesterday. I believe Miss Dolly came in towards the tail end of it, but she and I had a little conversation in the galley above the council members. She knows how I feel about what was said.
I think the whole
And
thing
she's
is
free.
very silly.
She's free to publish as she sees fit.
What
I'm
I
not
find-
sure. Well, I have no idea what you both are talking about, to be honest. There's something I missed.
Well, there was a request, and it was retracted to publish where people lived, and my counterpoint to that was people have already registered if they desire to with the post office.
That is not the proposal that was presented to the council.
True.
The proposal was that the council members of each district would have the names and addresses of the people.
Why would they need that? Isn't that already public information?
No, actually, it's not.
It's public if they desire it to be through the post office. The problem is, I believe they wanted it to campaign and canvass the population, which is a completely unfair utilization of people's privacy, especially if you're not an incumbent.
There's also the fact that once somebody knows such information, then there's no way to remove it from them if they leave office or taken from office for criminal activity.
Very good point.
The
Well, I'm
fact
glad
that
there are some
real-
level heads around the council, at least. Forgive me.
There was only one vote no on it.
To be fair,
Really?
the secondary proposal was for voluntary. Which, my point was really just the fact that the post office already has voluntary addresses.
The judge actually called to ask if there was a realtor in the gallery, and I went down and spoke to them to explain why the realtors should not be saddled with yet another task, and then to inform them that we would consider this a very dangerous proposal and a violation of the people's trust in Murkystone's realtors.
And again, the information is already there for those who want it public.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's what I thought. I was thinking in terms of post office when it meant public, but
Yeah, no, you can go
Suppose it
check
is a
the
trust.
post office. If people want their address public, they put their name on their mailbox.
yes, they even put their name on the sign in front of their house if they so wish.
Exactly. A little bit of investigation, you can find where most anybody lives. Or if you wish to be really pursuant of it, you can follow them home.
That would be strange, Miss Murder.
And then there's the other proposal. Proposal to take some of the Tier 1 housing and declare it free housing that you could not purchase to own, and to give the council members of the district purview over said housing. They would make certain people could live there and collect the taxes from those homes and deliver those taxes to the realtors so that we wouldn't have to be bothered.
We already have taxmen. Why would the councilors be handling taxes? That sounds like a wonderful way to corrupt a government
Create more
official.
work.
No, it sounds like a way to smuggle money out of the system.
Exactly. It sounds like a way for someone to line their own pockets and fleece citizens of Murkystone. They could say that the tax has been raised on the property and keep whatever excess, or simply declare that this person has not paid their taxes and have them evicted from their home.
It is not a councilor's job to be A tax man. If they want to be a tax man, maybe they should try and do that job instead.
I
Agreed.
agree. Well, at least there are some people that have some sense.
Not people
The
on the
council-
council, though.
Almost unanimously, that particular proposal was voted down.
Oh boy.
But they also requested that it be tabled for next Sunday's council meeting. So I highly recommend that anyone who can attend do so, because that needs to be reviewed by the public, and they need to speak to their counselors about it. Actually,
Yes.
Councilor Gray was most eloquent and vehement in his opposal to such a measure.
Who?
Councilman Gray, Dr. Gray, he lives in Devil's
Gray.
Canyon.
He's
your
our
own
only
Rose-
council right now because Mr. Mallow, I believe, stepped down.
It would be strange indeed for information to be handed to some people, and if then said people dislike you or have any ill will against you, they have all the information they need.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
What
things
was-
that can go wrong. Yes.
Frankly, I believe people are allowed to have privacy if they want it, but I always question when people don't want anyone. They don't want anyone knowing anything about them. Why? Not saying they have to. I just usually wonder why someone's so secretive.
Well, I can tell you a reason why.
Oh, yes. Well, if you would like, you are welcome to come witness the council chambers meetings. They're open to the public, Miss Clockwork. But no, the Realty office will not be handing over control of any of the sales or registration of homes to any of the council at this time, nor will any of our records be available to them for any reason without legal inquiries being made. Which is to say that I'm not telling a counselor where anyone lives for any reason unless the judge and the constabulary come and tell me to. Now, the constabulary is a different matter. That is someone who I would assist to find someone's home.
Why would somebody want to keep their information private, Mr. Blonde?
I think bad people would want that, but
Exactly. Which makes me want to find out all the more.
So, yes. Have no fear, good citizens of Murkystone. I'm an absolutely stubborn and unreasonable woman.
don't say that, Miss Brown. That isn't true.
Sir, on this matter, I am the most stubborn and unreasonable.
Well, in certain cases, stubbornness can be a prized thing. And I would
Oh.
say in the case of this particular...
She just ran straight forward into a dead end, that woman. And here she comes back again.
Did she have a headache, perhaps?
Then she ran into the realty office, and then she ran into the opium den. I'm guessing the casino's next.
I think she was actually dropping things off.
Is that Miss Victoria?
I don't think she stopped long enough to drop anything.
Yes.
Victoria, can you tell, goodness, your, the man that is with you? I'm
Oh,
not sure.
Belvedere.
Belvedere, yes, forgive me, I forgot his name. Seems my memory has been slipping away. But can you tell Belvedere that I have a hammer that I could make for him?
Okay. How much is it?
Normally it would be, well, for him, it would be a different price that I would like to discuss with him and you.
Favoritism. I told you we was corrupt. Bribing the press, offering deals on the side.
Well, Miss Murder, I think you'd be entitled to a discount as well if you desire to purchase something.
The only thing I'm really looking for is a pistol, but that's really just for self-defense.
Yes.
Oh, Miss Murder, may I introduce Miss Clockwork, a gunsmith.
I've been meaning to get with Frank for a minute. Anytime I think about it, I never have the coin in my pocket, and when I do have the coin in my pocket, he's either drunk or I am. And the purchasing of firearms should probably not be done intoxicated.
How's that whiskey? Did you finish it off?
No, it went back under the table in the Blue Rose.
Well, yes. If you could tell Belvedere, if he wishes to speak with me, I'll be around.
Alright. I don't think he's awake yet, but when he does wake up, I'll let him know. To come find you.
So Sapphire finally came through with some of the materials I've been asking for.
Do you have any one-handed axes?
Yes, I believe I do. If not, I can always make them. Well, Miss Murder, it seems if you're looking for a firearm, there might be someone right in front of us that can help you.
And again, I don't have the coin on me, because why would I do that? Why would I have money on me whenever I wanted to make a purchase?
Miss Clockwork, would you make certain that Dolly Murder has a firearm to protect herself? Here, take this
I
coin
have
and
no. I have gone. It is fine. I have gone days without it. I am more than willing to continue. I don't leave the city. I am not in any danger.
Miss Brown, I actually have an idea. It could be part of her payment for
Stop it.
all the good work she does for her.
Nope.
For the newspaper.
I'm going to go get my alcohol and start drinking.
Oh Lord, it's too early for that.
It is not.
Amisa, go chase her down and take her to the shop and get her a firearm, please.
No means no.
Just
You know.
Fire.
Go to her if you need to.
You cannot refuse.
You can go with Lamisa in case she decides to be off tonight.
As I said, I had intended to purchase it from Mr. Frank. I appreciate your
Lena, be honest with.
your services, but
Depend on.
I've already
And open
spoken
up
with him
to
regarding it.
people that understand you.
Hi, Master Flame.
Yeah, I am. I'm like an onion.
Clearly not understanding.
I
No.
could guess. Is it the smell you leave behind you?
It's that deep many layers.
Oh, it was the layers. Well, it was either going to be one or the other. I chose poor. Pardon. I joke, of course. It was a bit of humor.
No, I'm not made of stone. I know, Doctor.
My wit is very sharp,
Very good.
and my voice is loud enough to call a constable from across the
I do
city.
have to head over back to Devil's Canyon. Start looking at a place where we're going to start this election. And that, the sooner the better, to tell you the truth. I give everybody like a few days so they can start campaigning.
I think so too. Yes, I've heard a few people showing interest, so this will be interesting.
It will be.
And I will say,
Are you going to church on
if you need assistance in setting
Yeah,
things
I
up
am.
or
I
just
hope I get it. I don't know if I
organizing, or
just
just
get it
another pair of
automatically
hands,
because
let
I
me know.
appreciate that, Miss Clockwork.
The last
State
one.
bill is coming in
Now I have to run again, but hopefully I win.
Well, I wish you the best.
Yeah,
Has anyone seen Miss Genevieve or Mr. Gray?
We should be able to do it.
I believe his voice right now.
Oh,
I think it is the other Gray.
what do you need?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
You're not looking for Lucian.
We'll run the
You're
whole
looking for
So
another.
that's
No,
weird.
Victor.
balance and all that stuff.
That should be simple enough. I should hope so.
That is a good color for you.
Alright, well, I will not keep you
you.
longer.
I'm inclined to do my own business, Miss Clockwork. I appreciate it.
Of course, Arthur.
I'm gonna try not to overtalk them.
My skin really matches it right now.
No, I understand it. I'm just never in any rush, that's all. I understand she paid, but I am allowed to make my own purchases whenever I do choose to do so. And I will not be bullied.
This murder. What happens? What happens if someone decides that you look absolutely gorgeous and he just wants to take you home?
Well,
And he
first you
really-
better take me on a date.
Well, this man happens to not care about that.
Mr. Blonde, what are you implying?
I'm implying that there are dangerous people everywhere, Miss Dolly.
Are you one of those dangerous people?
No, Miss Dolly. You don't have to worry about me. But I believe Miss Brown was trying to. She believes you need to stay safe. Of course,
Yes.
it is your chores, but
Yes, and I have many hat pins to dissuade people from putting hands where they don't belong.
my mother always told me never to argue with a woman, and I believe this would be a good time to follow that advice.
You are a very wise man, Mr. Blonde.
I try to be. But I'm sure a lot of people would feel much more at ease if you do decide to grab one. But like I said, I'm not here to convince you. We'll just perhaps educate you on why she was doing that for you.
Oh, I understand why she was doing it. But again, I'm a grown woman. I can make my own decisions. And having a gun also has other things that it can imply. So you must be very careful with these sort of things.
That's true.
Hello. Dolly, you look like a crab today.
We'll take that as a compliment.
Hello, Miss Clockwork.
You look like you went to the beach and forgot to bring a parasol.
I went to the beach and I got sunburned. I stayed there for 8 hours just basking in the sun. I didn't even fall asleep. I just was really enjoying it. Then when I got up, I felt the sting and I was like, yeah, 8 hours. And yeah, I got sunburned and now I'm here making sure that I'm not going out in the sun.
I would suggest a parasol for you, miss, because I think it would do you good.
I don't think I
Miss
got a
Murder.
third tier sun.
I think this would be a good time to
Or at least a sunbonnet.
answer with a rebuttal.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
Answer with a
Listen,
rebuttal. What do you mean?
I'm not
Yes.
doing as well.
Well, you said she looked like a crab, and I would imply with the skin right now I
That's good.
look like a lobster, but
Well, if you have
See,
that
I
you
look
time,
are
like a
sharp
monster.
wit.
make sure to get
Oh
enough
my
rest.
goodness, thank
Fine.
you so much. I love that.
nice.
Oh my gosh, I hope I'm a cute lobster.
Smart. Stay away from the concentrated sugar.
Roasted.
They never do
Served
anything
up on a
fake.
plate with butter for dinner.
Look at
Oh my
you,
gosh,
doing
I would
well.
be so tasty. Thank you, Miss Dolly.
I'm not sure if it's a compliment, but
it's not healthy.
take it how you wish.
Coming from
You
you,
have to go
one of the
further
most
this way.
beautiful,
Close.
majestic woman in town,
Nice.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Lovely.
Why? They weren't kidding when they said
It
that
is
you were
always
the,
better to
talk of
take
the
a-
town. Regards to the woman.
I
It
do
is
Also,
always
not know
better
what
to
you're
take
talking
a-
Dolly,
about.
I was told to tell you
Must be
that
that
not every
voice
girl
of
that
yours.
talks to Lucian is a love interest.
Lovely.
What?
Well, this man did come up to my doorstep when I was in my pajamas.
Oh, I love you, Lucian and Mouse. You guys have fun now.
Oh.
I'm
Don't apologize. It's fine.
I was
I'd
told
be
to
glad to
tell
say
you that
that he's a
Mouse
lucky
and
man, I
Lucian
suppose.
are not dating.
Of
They're
course.
just friends, and they just met.
Best friends.
They must be.
Frankly, it doesn't really matter. People do what they like.
Miss Dolly, do you have a dress that looks like cake?
I do.
I want that dress. How much would it cost?
Oh. A cupcake dress? The dress
Yeah.
itself? I'm not a tailor. You really should go to Mr. Rell or Mr. Ravencroft. I make hats.
Don't you still have the dress left over?
I have to be honest, your size and mine are not exactly the same.
I could get it tailored to fit me.
At that point, you might as well have the tailor make you a cupcake dress.
I guess that's true. Okay. So how's your weapon store going, Mr. Leonidas?
It's going rather well, thank you.
Have you made a good profit?
I'm not sure. I don't really count the profit.
I think he's confused
Okay.
about how currency works.
Oh. Well, make sure you pay your rent today. It is due today.
Yes, I paid it yesterday.
Okay, good. Don't want you going broke. I mean, yeah, tailors do have all the fancy tools and whatnot.
Well, it was a pleasure. I do need to continue my errands.
You're gonna leave me after I just came here?
Unfortunately, I've been conversing for a while now, so I have to get going.
Are you
finish
sad
with
or are you happy, Mr. Leonidas?
I'm quite happy, I'd say.
Okay, good. As long as you're feeling love. If you didn't, I'd have to give you a hug. And right now, those are painful.
Have you considered going to a doctor? Maybe they can give you an ointment for that.
But why do you think I'm covered in goo?
Ah, you've already gone to the doctor then.
Yeah, Rose really didn't want to apply the goo on me, but then Jacqueline came and she passed her off to me. But it was nice to see that Rose still cared. I thought she hated me. I thought she'd be happy I got sunburned.
I don't think she hates you. I think she just doesn't want anything to do with you.
Maybe a cold bath would be nice, but also it might sting too. Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow when I look less like a cherry tomato. I mean, all I can say is that Splice said I'm a cute
what are
cherry
you
tomato, so
trying to
that
tell me?
made me happy.
Do not clean his ears before or after.
Okay.
Well, again, I have to go. So thank you again for your company, Miss Murder. Always a pleasure.
You as well, Mr. Blonde.
Yes. I'm excited to see what you have to wear tomorrow.
Stay
I'm
safe,
sure
Mr.
you'll be just
Leonidas.
as dashing as you are now.
Oh.
Dolly, of course she will be. She's fabulous.
Yes.
I'm
There's something
going.
about those pants, I'd say.
Well, I'm going to go check on my
She's wearing
check on the shop. I will be back shortly.
Okay, love you. And yeah, it is kind of helpful, isn't it, Miss Clockwork, that I didn't get a burn that badly. That's what the doctor said. She said it's good that it's only this type of burn. You're very lucky that it wasn't a third degree. So that's good. Come with me, Miss Clockwork. There's more friends at the circle.
Evening.
Miss Murder?
how.
Good day, Miss Murder.
Good evening. I'm gonna step away for a second. Be right back. Would you like to? Can you sit? Maybe I will do my dailies. I don't usually do them, but
How are you doing, Miss Walker?
hmm? That doesn't seem to be working.
That is true.
I have no idea where the plants I'm supposed to water are, but okay. Da, 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 da. You have some work for me. Numbing wraps. Alright. Plants are down the right when you're heading to the train station. Okay. Shows you how much I don't do the dailies. I should. I should buy POIs too.
I don't think Ezekiel can make the shield or the fist.
Okay, I'll come grab it the next time I come around.
He's also gone for a week.
think you need a desk there, Miss Riley.
Good day.
Good day, Miss Smallwood.
Miss Smallwood, after you are
Hello.
done with your tasks, me and you need to have a conversation.
Okay, I have a minute now. I mean,
Yeah, go.
Da, 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 da. What are you doing? It's a baby boy. Mr. Wang, do you happen to know anything about what's going on in the underground? And do you know when my shipment of hat pins will be coming in? No? Unfortunate. Hi, buddy, baby boy, pupperino, puppercino.
Howdy.
Where are you off to in such a rush?
Have a meeting.
You have a meeting?
Yep.
Business or pleasure? Gone. Why are you guys staring at me like I got something for you? Weird ass dogs. Best views ever. Yeah. What do you mean? Can I... Do I have an ongoing quest? Oh no. Oh no. What was that?
The fire?
Oh, oh my goodness, I thought Mr. Beauregard down there was, breathing fire or something.
No, it's our new garbage
Yeah,
disposal.
that makes a lot more sense than what I thought I had heard, which was... God, the man looked like he had caught fire in my eyes. I was very confused and concerned for
What
his
I'm
safety.
confused about is, how did you make that work?
Why?
The sides, like, how?
Why, sir?
Why? Oh, wires.
Why, or wickets? You know, you can use like cattails and such. But you wrap them with wire and it gives it a bit of a floof. Oh!
That is quite fascinating.
I had meant to talk to you. I want to buy a gun. A pistol, specifically.
Well, I think I've told you before, it's 35 silver, I'm pretty sure. And... Let's see... Is there any particular one you're interested in? Is there any customization you want to it?
I haven't a clue what I could have. Just something for personal protection.
Well, give me one moment. Let me get some bugs, and I could show you the selection at the
Well, I was doing my chores too, so...
Yes, I just hope the bugs aren't completely out. 2 days ago, I collected a large bag of them.
I usually try to get like 1,000 and then drop some off, but sometimes I'm bad about it.
So think of like I used last trip I did, it was like 12 times that.
You know, I went down to the dregs. There's a spot by the dregs that has just the best for getting bugs. And I don't know why I determined that that was where I wanted to go. But I had to go to this very one particular spot with this very one particular tree.
Oh.
And I did. And it I don't know. It was like I had to. A compulsion of some kind. I don't know. I have so much junk in my pockets. It's not funny.
That I fully understand.
Bees. Yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense. What you were doing.
This is the one I need.
What?
That little box. Getting a little box because I'm buying a lot of ammo, so I could also sell ammo.
That sounds like a clever idea. Where do you get numbing wraps? Forgive my ignorance.
Numbing wraps, I'm pretty sure you can make if you are knowledgeable of it.
Yes, but
actually, never mind.
Do I look like the kind of person who's knowledgeable of these things?
Oh, don't look at me. I'm not knowledgeable of it either.
Also, why is this dump boxes now? Constable records. What are these council records? What does this say?
Oh dear.
Attended by Rose Sterling, Mallow, Dr. Lacroix, Lenore, Judge Buford, and Genevieve, Lucian Grave, late Constable M. Blackwood, and Tamara, Maximilian, and Chief Tirolo. Witnessed by a bunch of people. Oh my god, this is a lot of notes. Oh. My goodness. What'd you say, baby?
I said I love you.
So
I
he will
love you.
help all of you.
Did you find the
He will,
bugs? Or are we out?
He will help all of
The
you.
bugs,
as well.
yes. They're always in the fridge.
No, I mean, are we out? You were saying.
Oh no, we still have a very large bag, thankfully.
Yeah, we'll see shortly. That's me.
Wolves. Do we have any extra wolf heads? Because I usually try to get a few.
I have extra at my house.
I always dump them. And see, this is my problem. I will come by and I will just dump things in the workshop.
Yes, but the heads I suggest taking with you because they seem to disappear far faster.
They do, but I also don't usually do chores, so it's not one of those things that I care for, and I'm not going to keep a dead wolf's head in my house.
Well, you want the wolf's head, you want like 500 hops, about 500 insects, and also 500 shaped wood for the railroad ties.
Yes. Which is why I usually come in here and see. Why is there 600 blocks of cheese in here?
Because it's cheesy?
That's a lot of cheese, isn't it? Like, I feel like that's a lot of cheese. We have dire wolf heads. No regular wolf heads. Unfortunate. Oh well, there's wild hair though. Oh my god, I put stuffed rabbits on a hat today. Wait,
Oh dear.
I forgot I need hops.
And you already have your shaped wood also?
I have my shaped wood. I think I will have to go do a bat and a wolf and some hops because apparently we're out of hops again. Because I guess I might be the only person who kind of... I don't get a lot usually, I just get some.
Well, I have to repair my tool, but I'm wondering if we can make compost.
And grow hops? That's rather clever. Probably. We might need... What do you need? What do you need, doggy?
Well, you know me, I'm going to be growing hops, so I could definitely drink a bit. Let's see. We needed more bone meal. Okay, so bone meal to make regular stuff, and yeah, okay, cool.
The other one I usually try to bring back is oysters, but it seems that they go too.
I never ever actually try to do the oyster person.
And see, this is why I don't mind just coming in and grabbing this, that, or the other, because I will bring extra oysters, and I will bring extra wolf's head and bugs. Not usually bugs quite as much, but I try. There's cake in here. My goodness.
Yes, I might have dropped some good stuff in there.
See that? Why do we have so much pork?
Because people like pigs.
I guess. Alright.
Plus, pigs are far easier to raise out here than other animals because we don't really need grass.
I suppose.
We could just feed them the feed.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go find a wolf's head and some hops, and I will get money, and I will meet you in town at some point and buy a gun from you, sir.
Well, a wolf, you're probably going to have to go to the highlands.
Yes. I do believe that's true.
But I usually collect all my chores before heading off there.
Yes. I'll see you in a bit.
Of course.
Oh, pardon?
Right.
Good day.
You stay there, Mr. Course. I'm going to close my doors today. I will not leave them open like I usually do. My god, I just scared the ever-loving heavies out of me. actually factually shorter to ride than it is to go through Murky Stone. Okay. I think I have a quest too. Why are you guys like up in my business? There's a cartography quest up here, I believe, that I should go. Oh my god! Why is he moving around? Yeah, I'm not quite at River's End, but that's okay. I can go to River's End. Just go through this little sneak peek spot. Okay. So, this spot specifically, a million years ago, used to be like a spot that was like a really good raid base. That pillar, too. Okay, let's not get in a fight with a scorpion. Find the equipment at River's End.
Oh!
Oh. There you go. A shore receiver and record the numbers from it. With my short receiver and record the numbers from it. Cool. Fabulous. Do have the bugs because Frank is wonderful. Just have to take that one home. Get a wolf and some hops. I don't want to go up here. Go up at the next up. Is there usually a wolf sitting there? That seems a weird spot. cleaver. Two heads. What's up, kiddo?
You wanted mac and cheese, right?
Yes. Oh, I can grab it in a second, honey. Thank you, though. Okay. I'll be right back. How many things you got going on here? Living a dream. Living the dream. Okay. I get it. I get it. Grab some milk. My daughter's got a Connects Mega Set to make a roller coaster. She's got Criminal Minds playing. She's got music going. She's got mac and cheese. She's got her phone out. Who am I to talk though, right? ADHD heaven. That is true. Oh, absolutely. bat, right? Ah, damn it. I tried. What on earth are you doing with this tree?
I seem to have heard somebody, and I thought it was someone like me and you.
Oh! I got caught. Now I'm unconscious on there.
I came here for the bats, and this is what followed me. Do be careful in this murder.
was not what I meant to do. Okay, horse.
Miss Dollar,
I
you
think
alright?
I'm gonna move, and I think I got smacked by a tree.
You did, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I lured it away, but Frank is taking care of it. I was gonna grab you.
Goodness.
Are you alright?
I think I rode into a branch.
You rode into more than just a branch.
Hmm. We should
And,
probably help him.
Probably, yes. Bring it on. Well. Are you alright, Frank?
I'm fully fine. Got knocked over once or twice.
You two are my heroes. Listen,
This
I'm.
murderer ran up on me, trying to escape this thing, whatever you call it. And I suppose her intoxicating presence took the attention of that tree.
I see.
I think I wasn't looking where I was riding and rode straight into a tree branch.
Yes, you rode into more than just a tree branch, Miss Murder.
Well, looks like I'm lucky that I was coming down the hill.
Yes, I'm glad you came around, Mr. Frank, because Dolly was on the ground, passed out for a moment, and my plan was to lure it away and far enough so I can run to Dolly, get her out of there. But then you distracted it, so that was good.
Well, how injured are you?
I think I cracked my head.
Let me take a... Not a medical professional, but I could take a quick look and maybe at least put a bandage on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, got a quick bandage here, but I don't think you're gonna like the next part is disinfecting it.
What?
Remember, I drink moonshine 180 proof, or 160 proof, which is also good enough to clean your wounds, but it burns like a bitch.
It's because you're not drinking alcohol, you're drinking medical fluids.
Kind of.
Well, I'd like to take care of that, Frank.
Thank you, Mr. Blonde.
Sorry about this. Let's see, get this right on there. I would suggest, well, going to see one of the hospital staff right afterwards. Make sure you don't need stitches or anything.
Gosh, that'd be terrible.
Yes, you to get really checked out because I only know enough to get you to them, not really enough to know what to do with the wounds.
Mm. Will I survive?
I believe you should. At least till you get to the medical doctors.
At least till I get to the medical doctor. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Frank, Mr. Blonde.
Ah, yes, of course. It's my pleasure.
Just try not to get that ripped off, okay?
Yeah. Alright. You know, we had the conversation about guns and all that, and I still don't think that would have done any good. Running into a tree, I don't think a gun can help you in that situation.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out next time, right?
I don't intend to
Well-
ride face first into a tree again.
I can confirm that it doesn't do much. It just seems distracted slightly.
Or piss it off, one of the two. So it could be doing a lot.
Yes, it's true. I only have a pistol, but I'm sure a rifle would be different.
Not a whole ton different, but slightly.
You should probably go visit a hospital, Miss Murder.
Yes. Definitely. Thank you.
You'll be alright on the way back.
If I'm not, you'll find my body somewhere dramatically sprawled on a beach. Don't let that
Most
vagrant
likely.
steal my clothes.
Well, I'm gonna be heading your way, so I don't think you are going to get in that much trouble.
Hopefully not.
And do be safe.
Yes. I gotta go find those.
insight as he smells the air, closing his eyes. That's a vampire there. Why did I remount the horse? That's not what I wanted. God damn it, I'm having a moment. Pardon, but are there any doctors on duty?
Not sure.
Are you alright, Miss Murder?
I did something incredibly foolish.
Alright, let's go to the emergency room.
Do you want to go help Dr. Greymore?
Sure, if you would like some help.
If you'd like to, but I can manage on my own if you're busy.
It gives me a chance to...
Alright, Miss Murder. Let's go get you taken care of.
Back as soon as I
I
can.
appreciate it. Frank dumped alcohol on it.
Down we go, Sister Hope.
Sure, just give me 1 sec.
My eyes always take a second to adjust.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
Alright, I'm going to go get changed, Miss Murder. Please go sit on one of the tables in the emergency room and I'll be with you in just a few.
Alright.
I will escort you over there and I will go get changed.
I appreciate it.
It's not a problem. If you are feeling like too lightheaded or anything, let me know, okay?
You can tell how often I come to the hospital.
It is a bit of a maze, that's understandable, so. And it's a good thing that you don't have to be here too often.
Well, you know, the one day I leave Murky Stone Square and I get ride straight into a fucking tree branch.
Oh no. Alright. Have a seat here. And both of us will be right back with you. Where are you hurt?
I
Did you see some?
got a big scratch across the face. Here.
Oh, yeah, I do see that. Forgive me. Alright, just relax for a few moments. We'll both be right back. Oh, keep pressure on it if it's still bleeding.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, Miss Murder. We'll wait for Nurse Jacqueline to get back. So, while we wait, explain to me what happened while I washed my hands.
Well, I made the foolish mistake of leaving the city. Go figure. And I was riding up to go look into those bats. On my horse, of course. Which is its name, because obviously I'm very good at naming things. And I did ride straight into a tree branch. Now, this tree branch may have been attacking Mr. Blonde, but that doesn't seem right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Then the tree branch knocked me out, and then Mr. Blonde and Mr. Frank killed the tree. That sounds very silly when I say it that way, doesn't it?
Just a bit, but that's besides the fact right now.
Let me wash up and I'll get you some supplies.
All right, let's take a look at this cheek. Oh my goodness, let's see here.
Bonjour, Nurse Maddie. I need some extra bandages, a suture kit, and some bandages.
All right, well, I'm going to have to suture this up, Miss Murder. I'm apologize, but it's going to be a bit garish for a bit. I need you to lay down, though.
All right.
Miss Jacqueline?
Oui?
Get me 1 dose of laudanum for the pain for Miss Murder, as well as some saline wash, fresh bandages, and a suture kit, please.
I am way ahead of you.
Fantastic. You are fantastic, Nurse Jacqueline. All right. Did you bring tweezers as well? There's a bits of bark in her skin still that I need to pull out. It's going to hurt a little bit.
I will go grab those.
If you just lay on your right side, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, I'm definitely not going to confuse which side is right.
Well, considering the left side of your face is the one that's marred, the opposite of that.
Yep, nope.
Wrong way.
I did lay on my left side.
There you are. Yes, I said lay on your right side, not your left.
I didn't think I drank any of the alcohol that franked onto my face.
Right, yes, we'll get that taken care of. Could you hand me a pair of tweezers, please, Nurse Jacqueline?
Wait, let me go grab them and I'll get the tray for the bits of bark.
Thank you. All right.
Of course.
So you're lucky I was able to come back. I was back out there in the lobby and not.
You've just summoned another time.
Oh, Dr. Toe. Perfect timing.
I think he perhaps might have slipped on the floor, and he's standing up now.
Pardon?
Dr. Toe. So good of you to join us.
Oh. Dr. Graymore? Jacqueline? Good morning?
Hi.
Murder seemed to have gotten a fight with a tree and lost.
I did.
A tree? Uh-huh.
I rode straight into a tree branch.
That must have been hell of a tree, Miss Murder.
You know, I vaguely recall it fighting back, but that sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Uh-huh. That's...
I think I must not have been looking where I was going.
Perhaps. Well, I think you're in good hands.
If you'd like to observe, Dr. Toe, you're more than welcome to.
Yes. I'll watch for a few minutes. Sure. So...
We've currently assessed that the patient has a laceration across her left cheek with remnants of bark still from the injury. Currently removing the bark from her cheek as we speak.
Any pain medicine?
We're going to give her laudanum before we begin sutures.
Yes. Okay.
Oh dear.
Almost done with pulling the bark out, so just a couple more pieces.
I remember having slivers when I was a young girl, and I hated it. Now you're telling them I got a face?
Sure, Dr. Graymore will do a superior job. You won't even notice, Miss Murder.
It's hard not to notice a throbbing headache.
Saline wash, please, Jacqueline.
Oui.
I'm going to have to kind of open the wound with my fingers, Miss Murder, so I can make sure I flush anything that might be lodged deeper inside out. And it's going to sting just a little bit.
If you could forgive me, Dr. Graymore, I need to be leaving for a minute.
Oh, no, quite all right, Dr. Tov. You have other things to attend to.
Yes, I do. But we'll probably pick this back up tomorrow.
Please, let's not pick it back up tomorrow. I'd rather not come back.
Of course. I mean, yes. Thank you. Have a nice day.
See you later, Dr. Amos.
Nurse Jacqueline, please give Miss Murder the laudanum now, so that way it starts to kick in when I begin suturing in like about 5 minutes or so.
Oui.
A little bit of water so she can take it down, unless you are good at taking pills without water, Miss Murder.
It's fine.
Are you sure that you can take it? I do not mind. I'll get you some water.
No, it's fine.
Okay, here you go. I'm going to let you pop that in your mouth. And I'm going to get the glass to set on the side just in case.
Alright, Miss Murder, I need you to keep your mouth closed for this part, as I don't want the wash to get into your mouth, alright? I'm going to run and trickle it across your cheeks so that way it doesn't, so it can cleanse the wound. And again, this might sting just a bit. I know, it's alright. I'm sorry. There we go. Just looking for any more pieces that might float up.
Well, she says she got ran into a fucking tree, but I got knocked out by the tree, the tree beast. Yeah, she got. Listen, well, she was riding on her horse, right? And I got caught and just couldn't ride, and it one-shot me.
There we go. Looks nice
So-
and clean. All right.
So Dolly's like, I rode into a tree, which she did, kind of, but the tree fought back.
The sutures, please. Thread the needle and get it ready for me, please, nurse.
Get tree.
Of course, I've got it. It was settled.
I know it's going to hurt just a little bit while I'm pinching, but laudanum should be taking effect here in a minute or so.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the forceps, but I won't need those for this smaller wound. Plus, they might be more pinchy than Miss Murder can handle right now.
I find it easier sometimes for me personally to use them to help me get some needle through the skin. I was not sure if you use them or not.
I appreciate it, Nurse Jacqueline. This is one of our first times working together, but no, it'll be quite alright. I've got quite a bit of time using stitching without using forceps. Alright, Miss Murder, you're going to feel a pinch, so just relax and breathe, alright?
Huh?
Yeah, close your eyes, do not look at it.
Outstanding. Well done. No, only
You're
3 more to
doing
go.
great. You were doing great, Dolly.
Fantastic. Almost done.
You know, I heard a song once called Hello, Dolly.
Oh.
Yeah. Possibly could have been written about you, maybe. No?
No, couldn't have been.
Something like that. I only remember bits of it. I did once or twice, maybe.
The wash again and some gauze so I can clean up Miss Murder's face, please.
Absolutely.
You can sit up for this part, Miss Murder.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The stitching is done.
Oh. Oh, good. I'm just.
I just have to put some bandages on it.
gentle death.
There we are. As lovely as ever, Miss Murder.
Thank you, Doctor.
Of course. Let's get a bandage back on there with a bit of aloe to help accelerate the healing process. Would you get me... Let me see here.
You as well, Miss
a bottle...
Thank you.
Would you get me a bottle with 10 laudanum pills for Miss Murder so she can have some pain relief for the next couple days?
Ah, yeah, of course. And you're very welcome, Mademoiselle Dolly. Nurse Marie, I need a prescription for Mademoiselle Murder. 10 laudanum pills.
Well, this should heal up, hopefully within a week. Just make sure you change the bandage daily. We're giving you a prescription of laudanum for the next 5 days. Take one in the morning and one in the evening, as needed for pain, Miss Murder.
Understood.
All
She
right.
ran into a fucking
Let's
tree.
see. Looks like everything's pretty clean.
Thank you so much.
And here you go. Here's your medication.
I know, right? Dolly goes out into nature, immediately gets fucking murked by a tree. Thank you.
Of course.
Is there anything else we can do for you, Miss Murder?
Remind me, don't go out into nature.
Well, I mean, I can't stop you from doing that if you so choose, but do be more careful.
Yes, trees are terribly dangerous. I should not ever leave the city again.
Without an escort, Miss Murder, I would say.
Yeah, Mr. Archibald.
Was beaten up by a tree. I don't think even an escort would help me.
You were indeed while I was trying to deal with it, but it was quite the scene, Doctor. You should have seen it.
I can only imagine.
All I could say is if I was a reporter, I would make quite the story.
This local tabloidist gets beat up by a tree.
Rode face first into it.
Yes,
Oh,
I
miss-
was witness to it all. It was something else, but luckily Frank was around to help me because
I tell you, that tree was terrible. Possessed. They had.
That's tree.
Must have been. For it to have assaulted me so. Clearly, it was not my ineptitude at riding.
I was just saying, Miss Murder, I never knew you one to be interested in the paranormal and the fantastical.
I'm not.
Grounded.
I suppose she was just distracted.
Listen, I saw a tree menacing Mr. Blonde here, and I went to go help and rode straight first into it, and that was my own fault.
She did, yes.
Well, just be more careful. Perhaps learn how to use a bow or a rifle.
I was using a bow.
She was indeed using a bow, and she was impressively good at it.
Perhaps dismount next time.
Yeah, no, probably would have been a better idea. You never know when a tree will sneak up on you.
Well, you are discharged if the wound decides to, if the wound gets infected over the next couple of days, or you smell like it smells kind of funky. Definitely come back and find one of us doctors to come take a look at it. All right? Try and change the bandage at least once a day. Do not get it wet or dirty. If you do, change it immediately.
Understood. My goodness. All right, I'm going to go sulk and never leave the city again.
Well, we have a story to tell, at least.
Oh, I see here. Thank you
I
for
just
your
came to
assistance,
make
Miss
sure you were
Jacqueline.
doing
Would you mind turning down the bed?
Yes, I was going to. I was just waiting for Sim to leave.
Hope you've
Well,
been doing well.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh my, your outfit is...
I don't know how to exit the hospital.
You...
I don't know where is this the...
Of course, Dr. Greymore.
It is. I get lost half the time I'm here. I'm working.
Asylum. Is that where you putting me? Because you're telling me in a tree. I said a tree attacked me. No.
No, I didn't. They were gonna put you in an asylum. What the hell?
Good. Good.
But your outfit, it's just beautiful.
Thank you.
Looking like a turkey.
After you. I thought a turkey was supposed to be more brown.
Well, it's orange turkey with like a few
goodness.
like red feather. I don't know. Turkeys have to be brown, you know. There's different colored ones, I think.
I don't think I have ever seen a red turkey.
Maybe. I don't explain it.
Well,
What's that?
Marie said it was a crab, so... What?
Crab.
Yeah, well, she looks like a lobster. Sit down and sulk. Actually, I should probably turn in all of the things that I've done before. You know. Can't. Like these
You look
oysters.
fine. I don't have
I didn't ever get to the mat either.
Is that 200 silver?
200 silver.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna turn in the few items that I have. I will be right back. I love that Dolly leaves the city and immediately gets bullied. I just have this image of Dolly riding like face first into a fucking tree branch. Okay, so there's supposed to be flowers here. I'm supposed to water. There it is. Hi, Bow Bow. You know, you really shouldn't send me to do such dangerous things, Mr. Wang.
Would you like to go for a walk?
In a bit. I need to think about something.
Fine. Do what you want. I'll pretend to be hurt.
How? Never. Just for a couple of seconds.
You are fine. I am just teasing.
A couple of minutes.
I am just teasing you, Masha. Can I attempt to have a little fun?
is that?
Oh, think about whatever it is you have to think about, and I just stand here and look.
If you just said stand there and look pretty, that wouldn't be a challenge for you.
You are going to make me blush.
That's the goal.
What? That does happen. Do you need to go outside, Bowser, or are you just looking for attention? What's up? You need to go past? You just went outside? Do you want me to fix the bean? Uppa uppa. That was the opposite of uppa uppa? Bow bow. Come here. Get in the bean. Get in the bean. Uppa uppa uppa. Bowser. Here. Uppa uppa. Good boy. Lay down.
Well, Miss Miller, I might have a new headline for your next article.
God, what?
Off-duty doctor saves local tabloidist's face.
You make it sound like I've been abused.
You were by a tree, no less.
We can just attribute it to bad riding and a long time since I've been on a horse.
Fair enough. I prefer not to ride horses after the incident when I was younger.
What happened?
Well, I was on a riding trail and the wolf jumped out from the bushes and spooked the horse, and I almost got trampled into a bramberry bush.
What jumped out of at the horse?
A wolf.
A wolf?
I was quite young, maybe 14, 15, so I tend to not ride horses anymore. I'll use my own 2 feet, thank you.
It was horses and then it was trains for me. It's been a long time since I've actually ridden horses. A lot anymore.
Well, Miss Olivia said she would help me get more reacquainted with horses with her horse, but I haven't seen her around, so.
I don't think I know Miss Olivia.
She's
Hi,
someone I've met
Amberheart.
that lives in Angelwood Cove.
Another place I've really not spent much time.
Oh, it's quite lovely if you ignore some of the buildings that people have decided to construct.
What do you mean by that? You go down like
Let's just say that
knocks.
they're not quite as appealing as the rest of the curbside.
What? Somebody's built a monstrosity.
You could say that, yes. I did not know there was a plot up on the cliffside until that house was built. Let's just say that.
Oh. Somebody built a tree house.
No. That at least would not be as atrocious as what's there now.
Tell me how you really feel about it. Why don't you run for council and propose to tear it down?
I've actually been debating running for council for Angelwood, actually.
Well, I would vote for you. Not that I can vote in Angelwood, so. You know.
I appreciate that, Miss Miller.
Who's this shady fellow standing over here?
The one with the cowboy hat, that's Mr. Arthur. He's not shady, he's just quiet.
He's Black Hat. You know, in stories, that means he's a villain.
I'm just tired. Almost falling asleep, to be honest.
Perhaps you should retire for the night, Mr. Arthur.
Yeah, I was waiting on someone.
Ah, I see.
Take care of business, but it might be that it's not gonna happen today. Eventually, I'll go back to bed.
I'm sitting here waiting to see if Mr. Belmont comes through the square so I can get some bullets from him.
Is he the only maker of bullets?
Currently, he's the only one that has a shop, yes.
Ah, he's got a monopoly.
For now, but I mean, at least he's fair with his prices. 500 bullets for 1 silver.
Oh yes, that is not bad.
I mean, he could be charging a lot more since he's the only supplier in town.
Could. But then I think people would just stop using guns.
He's also the only one that can provide the higher tier arrows too, if I remember correctly.
Is he supposed to be around today?
I would hope so.
You know, I really was thinking, oh, it'll be just fine. I haven't left the city in nearly a week. The wolves weren't the problem, it was a treat. I didn't even get up to the bat.
Didn't you go down into the sewers yesterday too?
I didn't even leave the city to do that. Imagine my surprise when there's bones and blood. And somebody's digging a hole down there.
Oh my.
You know, I think it's under the bank.
You with the Suez?
To be fair, we were trying to track down Miss Reggie. The problem was that what we ended up doing ended up being muddy and bloody, and there was a body, and at least I had a constable with me.
That's true, but perhaps you should get some boots for excursions, Miss Murder.
To be fair, I really didn't actually think that we would be crawling through sewers. Miss Ilsa disappeared into it, and then the constable did, and then it was just, and then all of a sudden I leaned down and they grabbed me and they pulled me in, and I was in mud and yuck, and then there were bones.
I would definitely see Mr. Ravencroft about an excursion outfit then, Miss Murder.
You know, I've
quite the tailor.
I've asked him to make me an outfit.
Although it might be a bit drab by your standards, though, as he uses more mundane fabrics and
I
not
know
such
he does.
high quality.
It's not. It's still just cottons. I don't usually tend to walk around in silks. I just press them.
I'm still trying to figure out if you're an octopus today or some kind of oddly colored peacock.
You know, it is whatever you want to call it, because I have gotten a lot of different variations. What is it called? What are can-can dancers called?
No matter what people think or whatever, as long as they voice their opinion, it is good because your name is on their lips, no?
I suppose.
That is true.
I don't really take offense even when people are trying.
I mean, I do say, peach is a very lovely color on you.
It is lovely.
Right, I'm gonna go take a nap. You guys have fun.
Have a good evening,
Hello,
Black
Frank.
Cat.
Eddie.
Thank you.
Enjoy your nap.
I will
said
try.
Hello to you yesterday, but it seemed like
To me?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. So how did you lay up yesterday?
Oh, I was quite busy yesterday. I do apologize, Elodie.
That's fine. People do get people do get busy once in a while. I do. I understand.
That they do. Frank, if you keep drinking the square, they might pass a no alcohol in public law. Be careful.
This one is a new combination. Yesterday was strawberries and that one. And this time it's the family coffee with a little bit of moonshine also.
I'm telling you, Frank, just because you put fruit in your medical liquid does not make it alcohol.
I'm going to read my book for a bit, so I might be a bit quiet.
Of course.
Of course, Mr. Grandma. That or I'm just making him very concerned enough where he's